Hello, YouTubers. My name is X Factor. Yes, I am still alive and kicking. Welcome to Bush Wookie Wednesdays, a series where I run around as a Recon with pokeballs and, of course, the C4s, aka sandwiches. And that's a picture of a bus that rear-ended me on Monday, threw me over the median, spun me out, gave me a sore neck and a sore back, and a really messed up car, which I won't have for 2 to 3 weeks. But I got a loaner, a Camry, and as you can hear in the VoIP, somebody knows exactly what I'm up to. This is Obliteration, the first time I played it on this map, and it's absolutely crazy. I get off to a hot start, and I'm definitely going to use my motion sensors, aka pokeballs, to line up the bad guys in the mini-map so I don't get snuck up on. I can't tell you how amazing these things are, especially if you got a couple squad mates hanging out and also looking at the mini-map, because you can't catch everything on the mini-map. The more teammates you have around you that are paying attention to it, the better off you are. Because, again, people can be really sneaky, especially on this map. And what I quickly learned is the middle is an absolute clusterfuck. It's a death trap. And this spawn beacon has more hit points than a tank because I can't even kill it with my sandwiches. I guess he just wasn't hungry. So I'm going to sit back, watch people parachute in, and try to get as many kills as possible. What I eventually learned about this map is if you work the right and the left lane and just circle back around, you can rack up a ton of kills. Yep. Some people are going to say, well, that's not PTFOing. Sure it is. You're eliminating pressure on the midpoint, allowing your team to push up. If you guys can control the middle area, it is a heck of a lot easier. And there is the first sandwich of the match. I always like to share. So let's go over this car accident and one other thing that's really preventing me from uploading right now. We'll cover that first. My ISP, my local internet service provider, has had massive internet issues in the warehouse district where my loft is at. They've had a bad upstream problem, and they've been replacing these nodes, these little network areas, shielding units, and some wiring, and it's just a problem that won't end. We're on day 12.
We're
so what happens is I can't ping servers. I can't even get servers to load on the screen, and most of the time my internet's telling me Twitter and news stations and websites just don't exist. That's how bad it is. But every once in a while I get a moment of clarity like this as you see some shorty work going on where I can connect, and I can play a round or two. But go to upload it to YouTube, forget about it. It's not going to let me do that. But again, there's little moments here where I can slip footage in. And so far this evening when I got home, it looked good. Not great, but good, where I can see some pings on servers, and I'll get the opportunity to maybe upload this in a timely fashion. So that's what's happened over the last 12 days. The lack of footage is simply because my internet does not exist. They've had 6 or 7 techs out here. They've rewired my loft all the way from the tap to my unit. They moved what tap I'm on. They've done a ton of work in the area, and there's still one last issue that they finally got engineers on. So the escalation has gone from techs to line techs outside to now engineers, the big guys, the big money makers. So you see us trying to make this push here, and I want to try to keep as much heat off the bomb carrier as possible. If I run right next to them, we might die by the same burst. So it's always important to create just a little distance or just a little bit of a different angle than the guy that's got the bomb or a squad mate in front of you. The worst thing you can do is run directly behind a teammate, especially if you're playing close to cover. Because what's going to happen, somebody's going to get peeked on. Those bullets are meant for him, but you're going to eat them as well. You're both down. Maybe it's a squad wipe, and you're in a lot of trouble. So we are rewarded with a nice death, and there the hot start comes to an end. But we got the MCOM. That's what it's about here. So the ISP's been a mess for 12 days. That's bad, right? So I know a lot of you guys have been great. You've been sending me nice little messages on Twitter, including a really funny meme somebody sent where I've been knocking out these projects in my condo. I did a tankless water heater, and then they rewired my unit. So I took the time to rewire that, where the wires come off in my utility room. So I've been busy on the backside, haven't been playing a lot of video games, and it's been driving me nuts. So the car accident was just the icing on the cake. Literally driving down the road, and I'm an addict to my mirrors. I literally check my rear view and side view mirrors all the time. So I'm going to pull into my favorite restaurant to eat on the fly. It's a place called Balance Pan Asian Grill. It's fusion Asian food. It's super healthy. It's unbelievable. And the guy who owns it, there's 2 of them. One's name is Banger. He's an amazing chef. And then PK. Those guys are always cooking me something up fresh and amazing. And I'm going to pull in, and I always check my rearview mirror just in case. So for those of you who do not know, I have a 6-speed manual. I check my mirror, and this bus is coming hard and heavy, and it's really snowy in the area. The road's okay, but where I'm pulling into is really sloppy, and I've got 20-inch rims that grip for shit in the snow, so I got to take it easy. So as I'm about to pull in, there's about 2 feet of my car sticking out. I look at my rearview mirror one last time, and this bus is on my ass. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Rear ends me, throws me over the median, spins me out. Perfect 180, actually, to be honest with you. And I get out, my neck hurts, and my back hurts. It's like, oh shit, I'll be okay, because it feels like I just got blindsided playing football when I was younger. I'll be all right. You know, the next couple days today, I'm still pretty stiff and get some pretty bad headaches, but, you know, nothing too crazy. The worst part, though, is this bus had a patron on it, an 80-year-old lady. So I walk up to the door. She opens the bus. The bus driver, female lady, is visibly shaken. It's more emotions than anything else because, again, her bus weighs probably 6,000 pounds compared to my car that's maybe 2,400 to 2,600. And there's an 80-year-old lady just losing it. And I felt so bad. You know, and there wasn't an angry bone in my body at this point. And there wasn't when I got hit. It's like, shit, this sucks. Let's make sure they're okay. A couple minutes later, the police are out there, and then the bus crew was out there. A corporate guy was out there making sure I'm okay. Do I need to go to the hospital? That whole 9 yards. So that's where I've been, and that's what's been going on the last 12 days. The ISP issue is getting better, but it is most certainly not fixed. There is no sort of consistency with my upload stream. I've got, with my provider, 3 different upload streams, or 2 different upload streams. One of them's completely borked. And that's not really helping me. So I'm going to try to get back on the 1 to 2 video a day schedule here as this allows me to, and play when it allows me to. But I haven't been able to play or download anything. And it's just not the upload. It's an upload issue, but it actually affects my download too. So when this is cooking, let's say I'm trying to download a game on Steam, it'll start to download, then stop it, then it'll go to a couple KBs a second, just be creeping. Then it'll get up to 10 megs a second, then it'll go back down to a couple KBs a second, lose connection, whole 9 yards. So that's a nightmare of what's been going on. Has been a lot of fun. I apologize for the lack of content and footage, and this is really affecting me in a negative manner because I enjoy gaming, and I haven't even been able to do that. So hopefully the cable company, the local ISP, has a solution. It's escalated up to the engineers now, so hopefully we're a couple days away. Again, it has been getting better, but for what I am, a gamer and an uploader, somebody that revolves and needs consistency, it's really freaking bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this day late episode of Bush Wookie Wednesday. I figured I'd use this opportunity to fill you guys in on what's been going on and why there hasn't been any footage. Sorry for the inconvenience. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys soon.